Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be talking about my best and worst purchases of 2021. It seems like this year I spent quite a bit of the money on designer shoes. This was never a case in the past year, but seems like this year I bought quite a few. Of course, I still bought a lot of handbags, and by the way, if you haven't seen the handbag video of all the handbags that I purchased, I'll link it up there so you can go ahead and check it out. But today let's just focus on my best and my worst, and I think we're gonna kind of alternate a little bit. I do have more best purchases than worst, only maybe because I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious and think through when I spend my money. But before we start it, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Magdalena. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Of course, give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Click on the notification bell so we can be a one big family. All right, we're gonna start with the first item, which is it was my very first handbag that I purchased in 2021, and I'm talking about this beauty. This is the YSL puffer handbag, and this handbag was on my wish list for quite some time. So like I mentioned, that was the very first handbag that I purchased last year, and I love it. I love it, even though it's a seasonal handbag technically. I didn't carry it throughout the spring and summer and fall, but now it's the winter. This handbag is in use, so I really love it. You cannot go wrong with this. Mine is obviously with the antique hardware, but you can have it with all black. You can have it, I'm pretty sure, with silver, and it comes with so many different colors. And the leather on this handbag is amazing. It's so super smooth, and it's just yummy. This is one of those handbags that is just so nice and yummy, and it was definitely the best purchase. By the way, everything that I can find, I will link it down for you, so you can always just click on that little arrow button and it will open up the description box so you can go and check it out. So let's talk about these. These are my Bulgari sunglasses, which I purchased, I think, right before the summer, and I love them. I spent pretty much the entire summer in those glasses, and they are, to this day, they are literally like living in my car. Okay, and they are like in this little compartment that you can just very easily grab and put them on, and I love them. The details on those sunglasses are beautiful. All this little brass section, I don't know what you really call it, but it's just so beautiful. Attention to details is outstanding. There is like a little snake's kind of a skin on both sides here of the lenses, and there's like a little jewel here on the side. I mean, these are just so beautiful, and I feel like I look pretty nice in them, and they're super comfortable, and these were definitely the best purchase and one of my favorite sunglasses of the year. All right, the first fail of the year belongs to these sneakers. These are Giuseppe Zanotti sneakers. It's very hard to say why I really hate them. It's just for some reason I don't reach for them, and I don't find them maybe like the most comfortable. And what annoys me the most, I have to show you guys, is that those sneakers, do you see they have like a double lace? So each hole has like a double lace. So when you're trying to put them on your feet, you're dealing with basically 4 laces at once. Where's the other 2? There we go. So there's 2 in here and 2 in here. So they keep going undone all the time, and it's just like drive me nuts. So I got to the point that I have to lace it up like one pair, and then on top of it I lace it up another pair. So it's kind of a little silly, but I mean, I'll be obviously using them. They're all leather, but it's just for some reason they're not my favorite, and I'm just not reaching for them as much as I thought I would. I love sneakers, okay? If I could wear them all day long and every single day, probably I would. And one of my best purchases, sneaker purchases, are the Solar sneakers from Dior. These are so nice. I've got so many compliments. I wore them a lot during like the spring and the summer. These are like really, I got them pretty pretty dirty. I should probably wash them up a little bit, but you know, these are all canvas. Obviously, you know, the blue is all canvas, and I did spray it with the little what is it called? You know what I mean, like a little apple guard spray, so you know, so hopefully there wouldn't be any stains. And so far I really don't see any stains, but you know, they do get like the soles and sides gets a little bit dirty, but they are so comfortable. They run true to size. I ordered them from the Dior website, so I got them in a size 39, which is my usual kind of designer size. 39, 39 and a half. So these are super comfortable. I highly recommend. They are still available on the website, and they have so many different sneakers, by the way, but I'll link them down below for you. And these are, I know they're expensive, but in my opinion, they are worth every single penny. All right, I'm gonna take this out of the way because the next item kind of falls into both categories. So the pair of shoes from Prada. These are my best and at the same time my worst purchase. And I'm talking about these sneakers, which again, I got it quite some time ago. And first, when I was thinking, you know, about those purchases, I was thinking to myself, those are my best purchases ever because I use them up so much. But at the same time, I have to include them in my worst only because they are not very strong, or the leather is not very durable, and that's what kind of bothers me because, you know, it's Prada, you obviously pay premium, and I believe like it should be a little bit better quality. So as much as I use it, so obviously it's worth for me because, you know, if I think about a cost per wear, there's no question about it. But I'm gonna do some close-ups. Do you guys see all the scuffs here on the side? I don't know how even I walk that I'm like hitting, you know, both sides in here, but anyway, it looks pretty bad. You know, and I feel like for the money, the leather should be a little bit more durable. Even here, like on the side, you know, it just gets, it seems like the leather is super thin, like a paper thin, and I don't like that. You know, I believe that it should be a lot more durable, you know, for this kind of money. So I do love these shoes, and I'm happy that I purchased them because they are so comfortable and I wear them like every single weekend. I just wish the leather would be a little bit better quality and thicker, you know, so you wouldn't shave so much because it seems like it's just, you know, it's just very thin, and it's just not the best quality. All right, no more sneakers, you guys. Let's talk about the more handbags. So I obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I purchased a lot of handbags this year, which I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you. But another handbags that I was very happy that I got my hands on, it was a vintage purchase, and this is this beauty, City, I believe it's called a City bag or something like that, I don't know, but anyway, I purchased this obviously pre-owned, and I have to give it a good cleanup, a good scrub, and this handbag is just so great. The canvas, you know, the old canvas is just so nice and thick, and I don't know, it's very comfortable. It's like a perfect everyday size. I love the pockets that you can kind of put your cell phone in here, you know, when you're on the go, and the strap is pretty thick, so it's quite comfortable. The only thing that bothers me sometimes is just moving like from side to side, but you know. And obviously there is a little zipper on the top. I have it stuffed, and it's very nice. So I love it, and I got it for quite a good price in my opinion. And you know, you gotta love a nice vintage handbag. All right, let's talk about another fail. I will include a picture in here, but quite a few months ago I purchased this Chanel kind of a wristlet, I would say, kind of a clutch wristlet. It had like a 2 compartments and had like a little wristlet, you know, handle, and I I just had like a specific purpose for this in my head. But then when it arrives, at my doorstep, I unpacked it and I just wasn't sure. I did the video about this and I just wasn't sure, and so many of you told me to return it. Obviously, I couldn't return it because I didn't purchase it from the boutique, so that was a bummer. I ended up selling it. I'm glad I did. So obviously that didn't stay in my collection for a long time, and it was very beautiful, but it was just not something that I was looking for. Yeah, it was very awkward. So I ended up selling this thing, so obviously that was a fail. I have to mention this handbag because this was one of the best purchases of 2021, and of course this is the Capucine BB. I originally wanted PM, and sometimes even to this day I think like, do they still make those PMs? It would be maybe nicer to have a little bigger bag, but again, that's a lot of leather on a handbag, so I feel like if I would go with a bigger one, it would be a little bit too heavy. This one is just beautiful. The neutral color, you cannot go wrong with this. It's just stunning. I absolutely love it. And I did a lot of video on this. My channel is organized into the playlist, so you can always check it out. My handbags video, my unboxing and other stuff. So anyway, yeah, this was definitely the best purchase. And another Chanel handbag that I purchased and unfortunately was a fail was the Chanel Mini Rectangular. It was the cutest thing ever. Okay, it was all kind of patent leather. Again, I'll pop the picture in here. Patent leather, absolutely beautiful, stunning, and the price was pretty good. I got it from Fashion File, but unfortunately this size handbag looked on me like a little toy, and even my husband said like, that's just not gonna work. The strap was a little bit too short, and I know you can always have it extended, but I don't know, I just thought, for this so much money, I really don't want to alter the handbag, and yeah, the Chanel Mini are just not my thing, so unfortunately that didn't work out. The handbag that did work out is the On The Go which I got over the summer. If you guys remember, I did the unboxing. I got it in Florida this past year, and definitely one of the best purchases. Shortly after I purchased this, those handbags went up in price like crazy. It's like almost $3,000 now. It's ridiculous, and not like it was cheap when I purchased it, but still, like, I feel like it just went up a couple of $100, and it seems like it's impossible to get these handbags, especially in the size. But I feel like this is such a nice alternative to Neverfull. A little bit more elegant, has a little bit more going on, more happening, and just the fact that you have these two different colors happening, it's very nice, and obviously it does have the little straps inside. I have it all stuffed right now, so but yeah, definitely a very good purchase. I have to mention my Prada Lovers. The best purchase ever. The best purchase ever. I know some of you said that they were very hard. You went to the store after I unboxed it and you try them on, and yes, they can be a little stiff, and they were a little stiff at first, when I purchased them, but after you start wearing them, they kind of, mold into your feet, and they just slightly soften up. They're still pretty structured shoe, but I have no problem whatsoever, and there are days, especially when I go to work, I stay with them all day on my feet and I'm perfectly fine. So love these. Again, those are not cheap by any means, but I feel like, if you can wear them for a few seasons, they're definitely worth the money, and I am so glad that I purchased these. All right, I have no more shoes to show you. I'm done with the shoes. So I have two more very good purchases. The first one I want to mention is this beautiful Chanel card holder. It's so cute, it's so sweet, and such a useful SLG. Love it so much. This CC is just, it's a little bit different, and It's bigger than usual, and I love this raspberry, you know, color that you have on this card holder. It's just so nice. And you know, if you carry small handbags or you just don't carry cash in general, this is so nice. You just put a couple of cards, you know, your driving license in here, and you're good to go. You can even put it in your pocket, you know, if you don't want to carry a handbag. I love this card holder. That was definitely such an amazing purchase. The last item is quite random, but this is something that I actually got from my husband. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but I want to mention it because I use this all the time. And these are the Beats headphones. He got me for my name day, which was back in May, and these are amazing. I've got the ones in the like orange color, very kind of orangey red-ish color. These are also they are muting the sound, so if you are like flying a lot, you know, if you're in a noisy place, these are like definitely muting this outside noise. And I use them basically for editing, you know, my videos. I can hook them to my Apple computer, to my tablet, to my phone. I mean, anything. Those are wireless, obviously, and these are so nice. They look so cute. They're super comfortable, and they really mute, you know, the outside kind of a sound if you try to focus, you know. Sometimes when I have a headache, I just put them on, and because they are also kind of heavy on your ears, you know, they kind of press it down, and it does help. I know it might be weird, but you know, they were such a nice, useful gift from my husband. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you as well. Alright guys, so this is it for today. These were all my purchases, my best and my worst, and you know, there's always more best and worst because like I mentioned, I want to be a little bit cautious, and whatever I spend money, most of the time I think through. I try not to make a very spontaneous purchases, although sometimes it does happen to all of us. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new to my channel, you're not subscribed, please consider to do so. You can always find me also on Instagram, so don't forget to follow me there. My handle is at MStyle channel, and I put a lot of stories, and I try to put some posts about, you know, different things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!